Hi guys, my name is Amanda Mancini. I'm on live tonight to do a class with you guys on natural remedies with essential oils. So I'm going to give everybody just about a minute to come on. If you're new to essential oils and you haven't used a diffuser, this is what they look like. They are really, really great for purifying the air and having them in the bedroom to help with sleep. So we swear by the diffuser. So I'm going to jump right on. Hi, Amy. I see you guys jumping on now. So I'm going to jump right into it so that I make sure we're done by 8:30. If this is your first time listening to anything with essential oils, you're going to want to take notes because you're going to be, I see a couple more people coming on. Okay, you're going to want to take notes. You're not going to remember everything right, off the top of your head. So I'm going to go right into it. Why are we even talking about using essential oils for natural remedies? I know a lot of you guys are interested in health and wellness as I am, and I personally have a lot of issues with using products that are on the shelves, sensitivities to certain things and products like skincare and things like that. So just so you know, the federal law on cosmetics and other personal care products is badly broken and has not been updated for nearly 80 years. So there are so many things. There's nobody governing anything. There are so many toxic chemicals in the products and medications and things that we use on a daily basis that are toxic to our health, cause cancer, cause hormonal disruptions, and many other issues. So if you are suffering from certain things, not just skin related, but could be a lot of other things, it could be because of what you're putting on your skin. So I see you guys are on. Hi, Lori and Adam. It's nice to see you. So I'm going to go on to, I'm going to jump through each oil and tell you some remedies that you can use these oils for. But before I do that, if you're interested in basically living a wellness lifestyle, you have to, we often wonder, what does it mean to be well? Like we're all saying we want wellness and we want to be healthy. I define it as wellness being characterized by not only the absence of disease, but by feeling good and being able to enjoy your life. So if you are suffering from certain things that are just making you miserable, you don't have a life of wellness. And that can be pretty sad because you can't enjoy your families, you can't enjoy your day-to-day life. A lot of times we have poor habits that are affecting us and causing these things. So stress-related ailments are a big deal. And a lot of people think that stress is just something they have to deal with. But there are ways to offset it. There are things you can do to help yourself. You don't have to live in this state of stress all the time. There's definitely good stress and bad stress. So knowing the differences and what you can do to change the bad stress is important. I think our culture often encourages a dependence on doctors, drugs, and healthcare systems to fix and heal these ailments. And the body is really great at healing itself a lot of times. So sometimes I feel that, hi Anthony and Patty, I see you guys on. I think that it's just accepted that we don't feel well. You go to the doctor, they give you medication, and you take the medication, whether you're going to have a side effect or a problem from it, who knows. It's just something that we all feel we have to deal with. But the reality is, you don't have to always go that route. There are times I do believe that you need these things, but a lot of times, I would say 90% of the time, you probably would be better off trying to treat things in a natural way. And so I think the medical world is starting to see that, and people are integrating both sides, the natural side with the traditional medicine. So I believe that's the future, and so that's why I'm on here tonight, is to give you some insight about what essential oils can do. So a lot of people think that they really don't work, or they don't do anything, or they just smell good. If they pick it up and they don't like the smell of the oil, they're like, oh, I don't like it. The oil has certain properties that are going to help your body do what it's supposed to do, which is basically help your body heal itself. So I'm going to go through, well, a lot of times I'm going ahead of myself now, but just so you know, essential oils have been around for thousands of years. They were around before there were doctors and hospitals, and they were used in ancient times to heal people. So they were more valuable than gold. They were more valuable than a lot of things that, money, you name it, because people didn't have access to hospitals and doctors and things like that. So they're very powerful tools. They do work, and you're going to start seeing them in hospitals and in cancer treatment centers. They're already there. You're going to be reading articles about them, and if you haven't caught up with it yet, you're going to start seeing them in stores. There's diffusers everywhere, which brings me to something that I feel very importantly, that's very important to me, is the quality. So when you're talking about using essential oils for therapeutic reasons and for healing the body, you have to make sure that they are quality oils, that they're 100% pure, certified, pure therapeutic grade oils. And most of the oils out there, in fact 95% of them out there, are not certified pure therapeutic grade, which means that they are not tested as rigorously for their potency and purity. So if you're putting something inside your body or on your body, you want to make sure that it's a pure oil. So even if the oil says 100% pure or 100% organic, that doesn't necessarily mean that it is. So you want to know that the company that you're using is true and that you can trust it. Okay, so I use, and I'm going to go through these oils, but the company that I use is doTERRA. So this is the largest essential oil company in the world, and I believe there's a reason for that. So the bottom line is I wrote this down, so I just want to make sure I say it right. But the bottom line to wellness is that each and every day you make the choices that affect your health. So ultimately, your health rests in your hands, and you have the power to take control of that. You don't have to leave it in a doctor's hands. Just because they have a medical degree doesn't mean that they know everything under the sun. And I'm not saying that the doctors out there are not important. They are. But take control of your health, educate yourself, and then make a decision, at least an informed decision, before you just blindly, accept what somebody's telling you to do, because sometimes it can make things worse. At least in my experience, I've seen that. So we're going to go through some top remedies for the main oils. If I wanted to go into every oil right now, we would be here for a month. So I'm going to touch on the ones that I think are the most common oils and the ones that I think are the most universal oils, and you can use them for so many different things. So you'll need your pen and paper now, because I'm going to start, kind of rattling off things. But this is lavender oil, which I know most people are probably most familiar with. If somebody asked you what is an essential oil, or do you know can you name an essential oil, they're definitely going to say lavender. So lavender, it has antioxidant, antimicrobial, sedative properties. It's a calming oil, and it also has antidepressant properties. So it is an amazing oil. It's considered a universal oil. You can use this pretty much for anything that you can think of. That's how I look at lavender oil. I use this every single day, multiple times a day. So it's gentle enough to be applied directly to the skin. It reduces anxiety and emotional stress, improves your mood, and helps to just kind of calm everything down. So if you do not have a diffuser, this is one of the main ways we use oils. This is an aromatic form of using oil. So what you would do, I have it on right now, obviously. You fill it with water, just so there's a line inside, and then you take the drops of whatever oils you want to use. You can combine them, or you can put one oil in. So you would, let's just say lavender, you want to calm down, you want to be able to sleep at night, you're having trouble sleeping, you could put a certain amount of drops, usually it's between 4 and 8 drops, depending on the diffuser you have, and put it in there, and you put it in your bedroom about a half hour before you go to bed, and it's going to help calm you down, it's going to help you sleep better. What you can also do with it is you can put it behind your ears. So if you are having trouble sleeping, put it on your temples, the bottoms of your feet. If you have a baby, we always dilute oils when you're using them on a child or an elderly person. So when I say diluted, I forgot to bring it down with me, but we use coconut oil. You can use any oil you want, but fractionated coconut oil is a liquid form of coconut oil that mixes very well with essential oils. So you can use that on a child, but make sure you always dilute it, because their skin is a little more sensitive than an adult. Lavender oil is great for putting on skincare products. So lotions, anything that's going on your skin, on your face, it helps to ease any kind of skin irritation, or if you have a cut or a wound, you'll definitely want to use lavender on that. I actually make a lot of my own products because I've had so many run-ins with breakouts and things happening to my skin that I don't like to use a lot of things on my skin, so I make my own. So just to give you how easy this is, you literally, this is shea butter and coconut oil. I melted it, and then I just took lavender, and I put a few drops in there. You mix it up, you melt it in the microwave, you mix it up, and I have my own lotion. These are all over the house. So I don't have to worry about any chemicals. There's no chemicals in here at all. So that would be good for a baby. That you can use it as a lotion. You can use it as a shaving cream if you wanted. It keeps going. There's just like so many things you could do. Lavender is also known to help protect against diabetic symptoms. So you can do your research on this, but that was something that I just found out too. So if you know anyone that has diabetes, look up lavender oil and you'll see some information on there that I thought was really interesting. It's also been proven to improve brain function. So people that have dealing with Alzheimer's and brain issues, that's also another oil that they recommend for that. So I touched on this before, but it helps to heal burns and wounds. So for burn relief, cuts or scrapes, you're going to mix 3 to 5 drops of lavender oil with a half of teaspoon of coconut oil, and you can apply it to the area of concern. So if you burn yourself, and I've done this, I know it sounds crazy, I wish I could show a picture, but I burned my thumb on the stove. I took the lavender oil, and within 48 hours, I had no evidence of burn whatsoever. So it was pretty amazing to me, and I know it works because I tried it. Improving sleep. I know so many people that are fighting insomnia, they just have issues with sleeping. I said it before, to start diffusing the oils in your room, it really truly will help you sleep. And you can also rub it on your neck, your chest, your temples. 3 to 4 drops is plenty. You can put it in a bathtub if you like to take a bath, or sprinkle it on the outside of the shower, and it's going to kind of steam up into your nostrils when you're taking a shower. You can add lavender oil to your face wash or body wash. It can help you calm and relax the body if you shower at night. If you want to help your body, your face, and your skin, this is something that I use a lot. You can use an oil called frankincense, which is right here. This is considered the king of essential oils. I didn't get to that yet. But you would mix these two together, and you can add it to your face lotion and put it on morning and night. It helps to reduce any skin imperfections. It reduces inflammation, dark spots, aging, wrinkles. Do it twice a day, and people are going to start telling you how nice your skin looks, and they're going to ask you what you're doing, and you can tell them that you're using these two things. There's no chemicals in it, and these are not expensive lotions. I don't know if anybody's bought expensive lotions for their face. I have. They can run you hundreds of dollars, and I can't tell you what's in them because I can't understand the ingredients. So if you can't read what's on the back of the label, if it doesn't make sense to you, why would we be putting it on our body and just trusting the fact that it's in it's in the store? If you think about it, it's crazy. Another thing with lavender oil, it relieves pain. So it's a natural painkiller. So anytime you have inflammation or intense pain anywhere in your body, mild pain, intense pain, it's a natural remedy for pain. So just put it on wherever it's hurting. So if you hurt your knee or your foot or your shoulder, whatever it is, rub it on there daily. It reduces inflammation. It's as effective as taking an aspirin. They've done studies on this. You can, again, look these things up. It also helps with menstrual pain, PMS, those types of things, cramps. Start rubbing it onto your ovary areas, and it's going to help you feel better. It helps patients with cancer cope with stress, nausea, chronic pain, and depression. It stimulates the immune system, boosts your mood, improves sleep, and stress in general. Another thing it does, it alleviates headaches. So a natural headache remedy, if you want to write this down, if you know anyone that has headaches routinely, you can mix it with peppermint and apply it to your temples and the back of your neck. So a couple of drops with coconut oil, and then you can do that. You can also put in the diffuser, peppermint and lavender. So if anybody, I meant to say, if you have questions and I don't get to them and you want to post them while I'm doing this, that's fine. I'll try to answer it. If not, and you think of it later, you can still post on here, and I'll respond to it later. I'll still get the notification. So if you have any comments, feel free to chime in at any point. Okay, so the next one I'm going to move on to. So lavender, I could go on all day about lavender. It's a great oil. If I had to pick the top oil to get, it would be this one, lavender, and the next one. All right, which is peppermint. This is my favorite. oil in the world. I don't know how I never knew about it until not that long ago. It does a million things. It's when you think about how many things it could do, it's hard to believe that we don't have. Not everyone knows about it either. So it reduces stomach aches. If you have stomach issues, just put peppermint right onto your stomach. If you have a baby with stomach issues, same thing. Just dilute it. You know, when babies said their belly hurts, that's the perfect thing to use for them. So it soothes basically any digestive issues. It can freshen breath, so you can use it as a mouthwash. Instead of using Listerine, which contains chemicals and all sorts of things that you shouldn't have in your mouth. I mean, if you can't swallow it, that should be a signal to you that something's wrong with it. You put a few drops of peppermint oil in a, I don't have the right bottle, but bottle like this with a regular cap and water, and just leave it in your bathroom and use it as like you would Listerine, and it works just as well, cleanses your mouth, and you don't have to have these chemicals in your mouth all the time. We mentioned before it relieves headaches. That's the number one. So even if you just kept this in your bag and you get a tension headache, put it on the back of your neck and right on your temples, and you'll see how quickly it works in under a couple of minutes. It has antimicrobial properties. It improves mental focus. So if you feel like you're tired or you're driving and you just can't concentrate, peppermint oil before a test, before a meeting, a work meeting, anytime you have to be on, you need to concentrate, you'll want to use peppermint oil. You could put this straight. I put it straight on my body. Again, child or elderly person, sensitive person can dilute this. So when I say diluting, you can mix it with coconut oil, or this is called a roller bottle. So if you have never seen one of these, basically you just, I bought it this way, but you can make them. So it makes it easy for you to use it. You can apply it right to the areas you want, your temples, wherever you want to do it, but it's a roller bottle, see? It's got a metal ball on it. And anyway, it makes it very easy to carry around with you, and it's great to throw in a child's bag for school and things like that. I have a question. Am I going to talk about remedies for colds and coughs? Yeah, I'm definitely getting to that. I will. Actually, we're getting to it right now. Clears your respiratory tract. So if you have anybody in the house with sinus issues going on, cold, allergies, anything that they just can't breathe, this is your number one oil. It's going to clear your airways. So the best thing you can do, the first thing you can do is literally just put a drop in your hand, go like that, rub your hand together, and inhale it right from your hand. It's going to clear your entire airways out. If you have an allergy issue going on, you can do lavender, peppermint, and the same thing for colds. I'm going to tell you what to do for a cold. You can mix lavender, lemon, and peppermint together. We put them in a roller bottle, so I do 10 drops of each. See, this says an allergy balm. I made this, but I guess it leaked a little bit. 10 drops of lemon, 10 drops of lavender, 10 drops of peppermint, and apply it to wherever you're having the congestion. So if it's around your eyes are watery or your runny nose, literally apply it to the bridge of your nose, underneath your nostrils, behind your ears, and watch your symptoms come down. When you have an acute problem, so if you have you're sneezing and your nose is running, just do this every 15 minutes for an acute problem. And then a chronic issue, you can do a couple of times a day. But when I say acute, something's bothering you, every 15 minutes, you're not going to overdose on this kind of thing. So this is diluted, but you can do it straight. This makes it easy for a child that you can use on a child. I'm going to bring into this, because it's related to what we're talking about, an oil that we have called Breathe. This is my go-to. If your kids are dealing with any respiratory issues, you'll want to diffuse Breathe in your diffuser, and you can also put it on their chest, behind the ears, under the nose. This will also help to ease congestion, coughing. I mix it with lemon, and if you have eucalyptus, I add that as well, and that'll just kind of calm everything down. So Breathe or peppermint, lemon, and eucalyptus. I like all of those for colds and coughs and congestion. So my kids are just getting over a nasty cold. So in response to Dawn, the main thing I did, and I think your daughter is old enough, get a bowl with water, fill it up with steaming hot water. Just make sure she doesn't touch the water. And put in there 1 to 2 drops of Breathe. And you should write this down for anyone that's dealing with this. 2 drops of lemon. I use oregano, which is another oil. I use eucalyptus and melaleuca. right there. Okay? Put them all in the bowl. Put a towel over their head and let the steam kind of go right into their face for about 15 minutes. You're going to see a noticeable difference as soon as they're done. So that'll help. It kills a lot of viruses going on in the body and helps them to heal themselves. Okay, so next thing with peppermint, I'm getting to the end. There's more actually. It's great for boosting your energy. So before you work out, I mentioned that just to clear your respiratory tract. But if you want to go for a run or you're about to work out, put some peppermint on your temples and behind your ears. It's great for that. Releases tight muscles, so you can make a homemade muscle rub. Just put some coconut oil, some peppermint. If you have some other oils in the mix, I can mention some to you. Cypress, frankincense, lavender. Put them all in there and rub it on your area of pain, and you're going to feel 1,000 times better. I'm going down. Reduces hunger cravings. So if you feel like you want to eat something and you know it's not necessary for you to eat it at that point, use the peppermint oil for that. It's also great and has been proven for ADHD support. So it improves alertness and concentration. This is great for your kids. I keep talking about it, but leave it on the kitchen table when they're doing their homework, or just leave the roller bottle out and they'll start to want to use it themselves. So you need to take a test. You need to study. You need to focus. Just keep this handy. You can make this or you can buy them this way. Okay, it's a natural bug repellent. So I make my own bug sprays, and this is not a bug spray, but I'm just showing you. I put in one of these things. I ordered them off Amazon. This is a 2-ounce amber spray bottle, and you can do lots of different things with them. I use, for bug spray, I use a mixture of peppermint, a couple of drops of peppermint, maybe 4 or 5, lavender, melaleuca, eucalyptus. I can give you the recipe if you want it. Lemongrass, and all those oils together. You won't have to worry about ticks. You won't have to worry about spiders. You're not going to have to worry about bugs bothering your children. I have them in all the bags in the house in the summertime, so I highly recommend doing that. It's great for bloating and indigestion. We mentioned that. You can take this internally, peppermint. You can put a drop into your tea if you want to kind of soothe what's going on in your stomach. But just so you know, 1 drop of peppermint oil is it's so powerful, it's equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. So if you think about that, how powerful that is, you only need a couple of drops, so it's extremely cost effective. Okay, am I done with peppermint? Reduces nausea, I forgot to mention that. Colic and teething. So if you have a baby that's just really uncomfortable, you can apply peppermint oil 1-to-1 ratio with coconut oil, and you can put it right on to their gums or wherever their pain is. There's no side effects. You don't have to worry about any problems with it. Reduces nausea. Again, if you have any nausea, 1 to 2 drops behind your ears, or 1 drop in a cup of water. Okay, so we're done with that. Any questions so far? We're good? I'm checking the time. We're getting there. Okay, so my top 2, like I said, if you had to start anywhere, lavender and peppermint. It's like you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with those 2. Okay, on to lemon, which is a great, great oil. So versatile, so inexpensive. It does so many things. So 1 drop of lemon is equivalent to 8 or 9 lemons. That's how powerful 1 drop is. So it's great for cleansing and detoxing your body. Okay, so you can take it internally. You can apply it topically to your ears or to your feet to help cleanse your body and balance your pH. It's great for heartburn and reflux. Same thing, taken internally. For congestion and any kind of mucus going on, you can rub it right over your nose, right there on the bridge of your nose. Put it on your chest if you have a child that's coughing a lot or you're coughing. It's great for a runny nose, again, in this area. Just put it on the top of the nose if you're having like a runny nose. Stress, if you're feeling stressed, you can diffuse lavender and lemon together. It's a great combination for reducing stress and calming everything down. If you suffer from varicose veins, you can put lemon and cypress and apply it directly to that area, and do it 2 to 3 times a day. For concentration, you're going to diffuse it with rosemary oil, which is great. So if you need to concentrate, you can put that in your diffuser. Let's see, it's good for emotional balance. So if you have, if you just need to like kind of stabilize everything, that would be a great oil and combination for you to use. Let's see. It's a good degreaser and furniture polish. So if you want to clean your house with it, 10 to 15 drops mixed with water in a spray bottle is a great cleaner. You don't need any chemicals. That's something I just wanted to bring out to you. If you're still cleaning your house with regular products, I don't know if you've ever had an issue with it, but I've cleaned my home with like soft scrub and bleach, and there are times I'm in the bathroom where it kind of overtakes you. You have to open the windows, and it's not good for us. So lemon will kill everything. You don't need to worry about not getting things clean. You can't. It's a natural disinfectant. So you can do 40 drops of lemon, 20 drops of melaleuca, which is the same thing as tea tree oil, right here. I'm going to get to this one in a second. With a little bit of vinegar and water in a spray bottle, and it's an all-purpose cleaning spray, okay? And it helps to get rid of mold also. It's a natural teeth whitener. So if you're using teeth whiteners over the counter and you want to try something natural, you can do lemon oil, baking soda, and coconut oil, and rub it on your teeth for 2 minutes and rinse. So give that a try before you start using the other products on the shelves. So that's all I'm going to say about lemon oil. So we've had 3 amazing oils right here. These are great. These are a really good start. Peppermint, lavender, and lemon. Okay, we're getting close to the end. I want to make sure we're done on time. Can lemon oil be used directly on kids with a cold or mixed with coconut oil? You always want to dilute it when you're using it on a child, because their skin is much more sensitive than ours. So I had a friend that had just told me somebody was helping her with oils, and she put it on her son, who was a baby at the time, and he broke out from lavender. And I asked her if she diluted, and she didn't. So you definitely want to always use the coconut oil on your children. So I actually make a spray. This one is a skin spray. So this is in my bathroom, just for skin. And in here is melaleuca and lavender. So anytime we have a problem, you have like a rash, a cut, whatever it is, you just have it handy. It's already diluted with coconut oil. Okay, so I don't have a lot. So it's like a 1-to-1 ratio, I think. Which, if you have questions about ratios or how to get started for a specific reason, you could message me here or on Facebook, on wherever you want, email, and I can address that and help you. Okay, so another really important oil, which I want to get to, is oregano oil. So this one. Okay, just like the herb that we buy and we season our food with it. This one is amazing. It's proven to be superior to many antibiotics without side effects. So it treats bacterial infections, fungal infections, parasites, viruses, and even tumors. It's an amazing oil. You can treat, you can take it internally as a natural antibiotic. It treats ringworm and athlete's foot. You can mix it with 1-to-1 ratio with fractionated coconut oil and apply it topically. It treats sinus infections and allergies. So getting back to, again, to Dawn, when you have a child that's dealing with an infection or they're sick, you can apply this to their body, but you can also diffuse it. So when my kid is sick, I diffuse oregano, lemon, peppermint, lavender. I put it all together in the diffuser, but then I also make a roller bottle of oregano, see? And what I do with that is, when they're fighting infection, these oils can go through your cells. They penetrate your cells. So I put 30 drops of oregano in here, and then I fill the rest with the fractionated coconut oil, and then I apply it to their spine, right along the spine and the bottom of their feet. And you do this every half hour to an hour until they get better. And it definitely helps. I mean, my kids, very rarely do I need to give them medication. So knock on wood. I don't know if there's wood here, but I feel like it's a natural way. It's not going to harm them. And if you are giving them medication and you feel you need to, then fine, but just give them this added boost. Why not? You can also do, I do the same thing with jumping back to that breathe oil I meant to tell you, the one that's good for the respiratory blends. You can apply that right to their chest. So if they're coughing a lot, just swipe it along their chest and their back, so it's going to open up their airways. What's in breathe is eucalyptus and peppermint, wintergreen. There's all sorts of things in here. Melaleuca, I think. And these things are great for your child or for you if you're dealing with a cold. So back to oregano, it helps with sinus infections, allergies, bronchitis, croup, candida, yeast, and urinary tract infections. All right, so it's a great oil to have. Are we back? I think I just lost you guys for a second. In the interest of saving time, I'm going to just do one more oil. I wanted to do more, but the only one I'm going to have time for is Melaleuca, which I brought up a number of times already. It's antimicrobial, antibacterial, antiviral. This is also known as tea tree oil. So if you've ever heard of that, it's a very, very good oil to have in your home. I think everyone should have this in their medicine chest. It helps with acne. Big one. If you have acne or your child is dealing with acne, I literally make my daughter put this on straight. You just take it right from the bottle and spot it on your face where you're having acne. It's going to help kill anything going on the skin. It's great for cold sores. Same thing. You have a cold sore, put it on directly. Congestion, respiratory issues, earaches. If you have an earache, you can rub it around the ear, all around here and around the ear, not in the ear. Fungal infections. If you have toenail fungus, put it right on there. 2 to 3 times a day. Watch it go away. Lice. If you've ever had a child dealing with lice, it kills lice. Put it in their shampoo their head, and you're going to kill the lice. It's known to kill MRSA, help with psoriasis, insect bites, sunburns, and staph infections. It's also great for, it's antimicrobial, so it's great in the laundry. So if you have, you need to make sure that laundry's getting really clean, but you can't use bleach because it's like colored, colored clothing. Put a couple of drops of this in there. So this is in my laundry cabinet. It's also an insect repellent. It helps with foot odor. So if you have sneakers in like the mudroom of your house and you just, you don't like that smell, obviously, spray the Melaleuca all around. Put a couple of drops in everyone's shoes and you won't have that problem. It removes mold. So if you're dealing with mold in the shower, mold somewhere in your home, put in a spray bottle, spray it directly on there, and it's gonna clean the, it's gonna get rid of the mold for you. For eczema and psoriasis, you can, I know a lot of people deal with that. So if you deal with eczema, and I have, a lot of times it's related to stress. It could be related to your diet. So if you are dealing with a lot of eczema, psoriasis, come off dairy and see if that helps you. But to relieve the inflammation, you would do 5 drops of Melaleuca and 5 drops of lavender. Put them together, and you can do them straight, or you could do it with a little coconut oil and rub it on the affected area. Do it, again, every 15 minutes while you have, even 30 minutes if you forget, while you're having an acute problem until it calms down. It's great for, I just backed up, I'm sorry. The toe fungus, I said. Mouthwash, it's good for if you want to use it, cleanse your mouth, you're dealing with anything in there, it's good for that. I know I'm over time. I just wanted to touch on one more because it's so important. It's frankincense, and this is considered the king of essential oils. So if you are, if you've never heard of this, it's a spiritual oil. So if you've been to church, you've definitely heard about frankincense. But it provides so many health benefits. It's great for relieving chronic stress and anxiety, reducing inflammation and pain. So you could put it right on the area of pain. It boosts your immunity. It has anti-cancer properties, anti-aging properties. It's a wrinkle fighter. So if you have a scar on your body or any skin imperfection, what I do is I've made a roller bottle out of frankincense. So you put 30 drops of frankincense in there, fill the rest with coconut oil, leave it in your bathroom, put it on your scar every single day. If you have stretch marks, any scars on your body that you want gone, apply this, 2 times a day and watch what happens. Anyone that's dealing with cancer or has had cancer, there's a lot of studies that prove that this is great at boosting and repairing cellular function. So I would tell you it does not hurt to use it, let's put it that way. If you're having any arthritis and symptoms of joint pain, you can put it on that painful area as well. So this essential oil, just like this, can be used on an area that you're having pain. It can be used on a scar. It can be used behind your ears to reduce stress. It can be used for so many different things. Just this one tube right here. Let me see. It also helps balance hormones. And I basically, I'm going to cut it here because I could keep going. I mean, I have a whole thing of oils here that I didn't show you guys yet. But I'm trying to see if I have any questions. Okay. So if you want to get started with the oils and you're not sure how to do it, you don't know which ones to use and you don't know where to start, just message me from here. You can message me on Facebook. You could comment on this thread and I'll contact you. You can also email me at amanda@purefitwomen.fit. That's my email. You can visit my website. I give you some more information on oils there. But I can tell you, for anybody that wants to get started with the oils, you definitely want to start with the ones I mentioned tonight. They are universal oils. You can use them for 1,000 things in your home. You can use them for your emotional health, for your physical health, for your children's health, for cleaning your home. It's really changed everything in my home, and it's changed my life in a lot of positive ways. So I hope that helps you guys. If you want to get started, like I said, just let me know. I will give you the best way to get started. I can tell you how to get a discount. And they really are cost effective. I think it's a great thing to add into your medicine cabinet. And I'm happy to answer questions. So if you have any topics you want me to cover, I'm going to try to do these at least once a week or every couple of weeks. And I'd be happy to put a class together for whatever you're interested in. I'm going to do another class on level 2 of these oils and different oils that we can, that maybe you haven't, tried yet, or that you don't know what they do. I'm going to do a second class on that because there's other ones I want to tell you about. Clove, wild orange. There's just so many of them. I could keep going. So I hope you enjoyed tonight. If you have questions, again, please message me, and have a great night. Thank you.